You've already heard that your EFC number is the number used to determine eligibility for many of the federal need-based programs, and that many of states also use that number to determine eligibility for any state grants. Let's then take a look at the primary variables that drive this EFC number. The first and most significant variable is the parent's income. More specifically, your adjusted gross income. If you are filing a 1040, the bottom line of the first page of the tax return, this is indeed your adjusted gross income. That income is to be filed from the tax return of the year prior to student enrollment. If you are filing a FAFSA for the fall of the 2010-2011 academic year, the tax return used then would be the 09 return. Additionally, you are to list your untaxed income. Now, untaxed income can be a number of things, but typically it is the amount of money you place in a voluntary program at work that reduces your taxable earnings. Perhaps 401k, 403b, deferred comp. From that total income, subtractions will occur. They will subtract out what you pay in federal taxes, what you pay in state taxes, and what you pay in FICA, Social Security contributions. They will also subtract out your expenses, but not by asking you what your expenses are. No, the system automatically calculates an expense allowance, a standardized living allowance. The next variable is the student's income. They allow the student to earn $3,000. From that amount, they would add nothing to your EFC. If the student earns more than $3,000, 50% of earnings beyond the $3,000 are then added to that EFC number. The next important category is the parent's assets. Every family is provided an asset protection allowance. It's like an emergency cash position. Now, up to that allowance, no dollars are expected. After the allowance, approximately 4% of parental assets are added to the EFC. Be careful here. Not all savings and investments should be listed on the document. Those not to be listed are the equity of one's home and the value of any retirement plans. Things like qualified plans at work, IRAs, Roths, annuities, and the cash value of life insurance. The final category is the student's assets. 20% of any of the student's savings and investments, with no dollars protected, will be added to the EFC. Now, there has been some uncertainty over the years about custodial accounts, where the parents are the custodians, but the student is actually the owner. The current thinking appears to be that you should record this as a parent asset. One final point about parents and student savings and investments. These should be recorded based on their value the day that you file the FAFSA, not based on their value at the end of the year. So once again, the four primary variables that drive your EFC number are parents' income, students' income, parents' assets, and students' assets.